Hey guys, what's up? I'm Nair from Bodyprocoach Fitness. Today's topic is about intermittent fasting, and I know lots of people have written to me on Instagram and on social media platforms to make a video on intermittent fasting. Yes, of course, it is one of the best way to use it when it comes to a weight loss or being healthy. At the same time, it's something which I believe that we can maintain it over the rest of the life. So it becomes very effective. So let's go for this one. So what is intermittent fasting? It's about a certain way of eating pattern, which means that you're going to eat for a certain time, a few hours, and the rest of the time you're going to let the body be in a fasting mode. There are some food which you can eat while fasting, which I'm going to make a new video, a fresh video for that. But for now, we're going to talk as in a whole, what is intermittent fasting and how can you get the best results and what are the different type of popular ways of intermittent fasting. About 4 to 6 hours after you eat, the glucose levels in your blood decrease, triggering pancreas to produce glucagon. These hormonal signals sends the message to the liver and the muscles to break down glycogen or convert glycogen, which is stored in the muscles and liver, to become glucose again. So that becomes the energy source right now. So which means that if you're fasting for a certain time, which is 4 to 6 hours after, your body produces its own way of energy. So we've been talking about ketosis. We have videos on YouTube on ketosis. Now, what is the stage of ketosis? When your body depletes on glycogen or glucose, the body starts breaking down the fat which is stored. The same process happens when you're following an intermittent fasting plan. So, after about 4 or 6 hours, when the body does not have enough glycogen or the glucose running in your bloodstream, the body starts tapping into the fat which is already stored. So it's simple. So the body converts your stored fat into ketosis. What is the reason that intermittent fasting is so popular when it comes to weight loss? So the reason is that when you fast, the insulin sensitivity increases and it drastically drops the insulin levels in your body. Lower insulin levels make stored body fat more accessible and reduces the risk of diabetics and heart disease. The next benefit is cellular rejuvenation, which means that when you fasted, your cells initiates a cellular repair process. It includes autophagy. Autophagy means the cells digest. It's a process where the cells digest and remove old and dysfunctional proteins that build up inside the cells. And the study shows that if you're working out during the phase of fasting, it can even increase the growth hormone levels, which means that you're going to have good quality of muscles, you will look younger, and at the same time, you're going to be fitter. There are two types of popular ways of doing intermittent fasting. The first one is whole day fasting. The second one is about time restricted fasting. There are a few methods to do whole day fasting. The first one is about you do the fasting for 2 days in a week and the rest of the 5 days you eat normally, which means that the 2 days that you're fasting, you're going to consume about 500 to 600 calories, and the rest of the week of the 5 days you're going to eat normally. And those 2 days that you will choose would not be consecutive. That is going to be with a break in between. And the next method is about alternate days fasting, which means that on the first day you will eat everything normally. The next day when you're fasting, you're going to eat limited calories, which means approximately about 600 calories. And then you're going to repeat that for the complete week. Alright guys, this one is very popular and at the same time it is a very favorite of mine. And I do it pretty much all the time. That's what time restricted fasting, which means that you're going to eat on a certain time and of course you fast on a certain time, which means, and furthermore in simple, is that you're going to fast for 16 hours, and which means you're going to sleep for about 8 to 9 hours, so half of it is already covered, and the rest of it is going to be 8 hours in the 24 hours of the day. So in that 8 hours you're going to eat whatever you want. Alright, the most popular one is this one. It's called as lean gain protocol. This is about you fasting for about 16 hours and eating window of 8 hours. Now, which means that when you're eating window, you can pretty much eat everything, but again, based on your goal. If you have something very serious goal of losing some lot of amount of fats and weight, then you would want to probably do something, a combination of intermittent fasting with a certain amount of counted calories of ketogenic lifestyle. So ideally the best way to do it, it would be that you sleep for 8 hours. When you get up, you're going to have a meal after 4 hours, which means that you would probably want to finish your workout in the fasting window. That's going to let you burn more calories and at the same time improve your growth hormone levels. And the last meal could be 4 hours before you sleep. So that makes it a pattern of 8 hours of eating. And when you're comfortable with 16 to 8 hours of fasting, what you can do is that you can step up to 20 to 4, which means that you're going to fast for 20 hours and you're going to eat for the window of 4 hours. Now, what you want to make sure that in the plan of intermittent fasting or certain way of plan that you're following is to get results, right? You want to make sure that in the open window, you want to minimize the amount of carbs that you're eating and stick to more of protein, more of good fats, and of course more fibers. Alright, here are the reasons why you need to follow intermittent fasting. So the first and the most important one would be it's excellent for the weight loss, which means that it puts you on a fat burning zone better than any other plan. The second one would be it's excellent when it comes to improving your growth hormone levels, which means that you're going to look younger, you're going to look healthier, and of course fitter. The third one would be that it decreases the level of bad cholesterol in the blood, in your body. Okay, fourth one would be that we have a video on that one specifically. That's about reduces inflammation. So when you get up in the morning, generally you get to see a lot of inflammation. You feel bloated. So it helps you to minimize the bloating and inflammation. The last one would be improved mental state. Alright guys, before you start intermittent fasting, you need to know a few things, and these are the tips for you guys. The first one is going to be that it will take a few days to get adapted to the eating pattern, a new way of lifestyle, which means that you have been eating every 3 hours, 4 hours, and the body is used to it now. And suddenly when you're changing, it takes about approximately 3 weeks the body to get adapted to it. So you want to be patient enough and go with a calm mind on that one. So your focus plays a huge role in that. The next one would be that you can eat and drink few things. I'm going to make a special video on that one. What are the few things that, just to get you a hint on that one, that's going to be your green teas and your black coffee can be consumed throughout the day. And you want to make sure that you drink a lot of water, which means that you're going to be hydrated through the entire day and you can feel good about that. Alright guys, this is the big one. Do not overeat, okay? Your weight loss is an outcome of when you control the calories and you become calorie deficit. So that's the reason you're doing a certain way of plan of intermittent fasting to get your better results. So which means in the 8 hours window when you're eating, you want to make sure that you have a complete calculation of the food and you know exactly what you're eating. It should not be that you're just going overboard and eating everything possible. That's going to stop the results. That's going to stop the results or going to minimize the speed of the results that you're going to get. So you want to make sure that it's calculated. There is kind of calculation behind what you're going to eat. Alright, exercise or workout has a lot of benefit to do with you looking healthier, you being healthier. So which means that you want to make sure that you do exercise on a regular basis. It could be something like HIIT, that we have a YouTube program plus Train to Look Good Naked programs. You can definitely use them. You could do weight training, which means that your body is going to be constantly burning calories even better to retain or to recover those muscle fibers. Sleep plays a huge role when it comes to your muscle recovery, when it comes to your complete overall performance, and most importantly when it's about your hormones. So you want to make sure that you sleep somewhere about 7 to 8 hours every single day. The last one for now is going to be the choosing of your macros. So you want to make sure that you choose good amount of macros from proteins, fats, and a minute or less amount of carbohydrates. Definitely add up more of vegetables. That's going to be your fibers. Alright, if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe and hit the bell button that you know whenever I have a new video for you guys. At the same time, please make sure that you share the channel with your friends and family, that we can transform quite a lot of people around us. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you in the next video.